this is the official entrance to Wildstorm. And as you can see, it's super dark in here. The lights are off. The walls are painted this dark gray. And
like we regained some of the faith. I think that the kids still like our work, but I know a lot of retailers are probably angry at us as a whole, and that's primarily because of our shipping difficulties. And at our last big meeting, we laid down some pretty severe rules and punishments for being late, and when we would solicit projects, when we wouldn't solicit projects, how much work had to be done before we would say that this project existed, and penalties for screwing that up. So next year you'll either see a lot of books come out in time, or a lot of people leaving Image as they get fired and canned. So I'm not too owners or whatever,
Live from the world's financial capital, New York City, this is Moneyline.
Marvel Entertainment fell 3 1/4 today, closing at 49.5. The reason, some people say, is because of what you're about to see.
I'm here with one of the top talents in the comic book business, Jim Lee. Jim, it's great to...
Are you ready for the eclectic one? AKA Pat is here.
AKA Padders, what is happening? Let's get those double screens going. We're here. AKA Pad, sometimes AKA Pad 69, sometimes the eclectic one, but always a world sketchbook champion. So, real quick, if you want to support me, if you really want to, I don't know, everyone's all about like supporting indie creators, indie comics. You'll get more independent than myself. Sign up right now, akapad.com. There's a link at the top of the site. You will get 2 new Wolfpack trading cards, Rex and Reza. I have another 2 coming. A lot of those already went out. We're moving. My boys, or like what I consider my AKA Pad army, they are getting special envelopes that I'm printing. So there are like kind of 2 tiers now, but the quick ones went out. I'm trying to plus this out. I'm trying to make everyone get involved with the AKA Pad army in all kinds of beautiful, unique ways. But please, everyone, support your boy. We always go through also, cheers to all of you. We always go through what I'm drinking. So right here, this is my everyday blend. It's my everyday drink. We have vitamin-enriched tea, elderberry for like immune system boost. I can never pronounce it. Immune system boost. And then we have creatine monohydrate. We have BCAAs and taurine, which is one of the ingredients in Red Bull. This is my like everyday, all day drink. Growing muscle, cognitive function, immune system support. I need it. I need it so much because I haven't had a lot of sleep. Some of it's been the excitement of opening up this Freshy Fresh Dark Domain box. No joke. Freshy Fresh. I paid only a few dollars for this. Got hooked up here in Philly. But let me show you. So this is important, okay? This is such a too many people crap on Defiant Comics. Too many people crap on Valiant Comics. Everything Jim Shooter did post Marvel, probably the greatest independent run during the boom era that we've seen. Jumping from multiple companies, pulling major creators, honoring the legacy, building up new talent. Really like hardcore ideas too. Idea-driven comics, meaning, hey, this would be a great story to tell. Wouldn't people be entertained by this? Kind of reverse engineering a little bit of what was working with Image, and Image was like, what can be more impactful, what's going to grab the younger kids, visually popping imagery. Like both sides have their meanings, and they have their importance. And then kind of in the middle of Image and Valiant was Malibu with the Ultra Force, which really wanted to pull the two together, story and visual. And they had a very successful run also. So I don't really. There's so much more to learn through the '90s gimmicks than there is to trash. If your job is to do nothing but trash '90s comics and the '90s era, you're missing the boat. You're missing the boat to why sales and everything else is depleted, depressing today. I spent Saturday talking to a comic shop owner of mine, good friend of mine. He doesn't even do floppies anymore. He has a couple pull list orders to that pull list, a little bit extra for the shelf, and that is it. And this is back during the day where he would just for Spider-Man alone, mid 2000s, right? 200 to 300 per Spider-Man order based on what the storyline was. So what are we doing today? What is Dark Dominion? What is zero issue trading cards? Fear is the root of all evil. Well, let me give you a little bit of a demo here. Okay. And then I'm going to show you some sketchbook work. So Defiant Comics, okay, Jim Shooter, genius. I said Jim Shooter, genius. They, sat down, original concept by Jim Shooter, concept and characters developed by Jim Shooter and David Lapham, written and designed and drawn by David Lapham. David Lapham is Jim Shooter's guy. He was nothing but home run work at Valiant. Okay, David Lapham, I would say David Lapham and Barry Windsor Smith really drove the Defiant narrative. Okay, not the narrative, not the story, but the narrative of the character of the company. Okay, so you collect the trading cards, you buy a binder, you spend too much money, but you get yourself a zero issue comic book that 1000% holds up. I read this maybe one time. I kept it my entire life, and everything revolves around this chick here with the hair. Okay, and she gets killed, and this was also right here. See, he's preserving her hair because he knows something's going to happen to her, and this came with a supplemental book that I no longer have. I don't know what happened to it, but it was called Splatterball. So all of these, they came with offers. They came with the ideas they're looking at. And he's just this is so Mr. Freeze Heart of Ice. Okay, this is, he wants his girl back. It's so freaking cool. Janet Jackson was the colorist. This is maybe my second favorite, maybe third favorite colorist run on the book outside of Lynn Varley and Dark Knight Returns. I'm not, no joke there. The blending, the coloring, the use of color, maybe what they had access to lends itself so much to Warriors of Plasma. And then the remaining trading cards we have, again, we have definitions, characters, it's just biographical, who's who stuff. Really, really nice design work for the backs. I give a lot of credit. Look, people, we're gonna have to deal with the glares. I know you're saying it. Yeah, and then the blank pages we have here. So there were supplemental bonus cards, hologram cards, holo foil cards. I don't know what happened to those. I thought I had a bunch of them, and then this pocket here was for the zero issue comic book. I'm just gonna have to get that off of eBay. And then what you could do is you could mail away for a lithograph for the back cover. And then this is even marked second edition. So that's what I mean. It's an offer within an offer within an offer. So I kind of forgot. I even know that there was 2 editions. So this might be first edition here. I got 2 of these the other day. So, look, we can see here, Dark Dominion collectible card album. Enough High quality sleeves that hold the entire 150 card set plus random insert cards not included. The official Dark Dominion Quantum View lens. Use it to see the unseen secrets of Dark Dominion level 1 random cards. A bonus level 1 9 card packed included. Special bonus card featuring Michael Alexander and the good guys. You promote. An exclusive 8-page origin of Chasm comic book. So I guess Chasm is here. Yeah, and look, you can mail away for like the back cover. When Plasma, we are dealing with David Lapham, and then we are dealing with Steve Ditko for Dark Dominion. Jim Shooter and Steve Ditko. Okay, the greatest Marvel EIC of all time, and potentially the second greatest Marvel artist of all time, next to Jack Kirby, is Steve Ditko. So, people, let's just have a freshly fresh look here. I mean, not since the days of old, 93 potentially. Has someone opened this, right? How cool is that? So these get heavy once they're filled. But here we go, right? This is exciting. This is really cool. The sticky, so I'm gonna have to wipe this down. The quality of the sleeves is not, see, like look at that film. So these have to get wiped down. I believe I can wipe them down with alcohol. There's look, Dark Dominion, like introduction, really cool stuff there. Great touch. Here we go. Receive your free Origin of Chasm comic book complete official certificate. So just mail that in. So like a lot of these like offers and a lot of the way how a intellectual property was just an avenue to do two things: get you addicted to collecting, so money, but also to collect your information, address, so on and so forth. Okay, two very, very big things. So, and this is cool. Quantum View Dominion. We got one card here. We have our special hologram card. This is stuck in here. We're going to leave this in here for now. But yeah, we're going to crack open. I don't know if we're going to crack open. Oh, so this is different too. So these are not staple bound. These are peg bound, and the plasma one, they're bound. They're glue bound. So that's an interesting shift. Yeah, I mean, look, we're not going to know if we get all of the bonus cards from the box, right? I mean, I don't think we will, because we never do. We do this a lot here. But at the same time, I don't know. I think we can have some fun. Maybe we'll go through the entire. But I'm just happy to get the companion piece to this, because they only did 2 of them. You can kind of tell they wanted this to take off. Probably a side of them needed them to take off. So let's see though. Okay, let's just have a quick look. So if you're following me on social media, mostly the Insta, real quick. This is my Jacktober. Let's just remove me. Let's go full screen. This is my Jacktober sketchbook. We do. This is one of the reasons why I have earned the title World Sketchbook Champion. Okay, we do complete sketchbooks here. I do biographical info of the first appearance. Like I fill up my sketchbooks. I like to use every single available page. So we're doing that. We're also doing we're doing multiple sketchbooks, but I just wanted to show that off real quick. Let's get to the box while I check one of my messages. All right, let's go. Here we go. Dark Dominion. Oh, yeah. So, real quick note. These boxes, 4 separate boxes, the different artwork for the top of the box equals to the look. There are 4 different works of art on the bottom panels of Dark Dominion 36-pack boxes. Collect all 4. Michael Alexander, Chasm, Boo Beep, and Oak. This is Oak. So, like, it's everything in the 90s was collectible, even the boxes. I mean, we saw a little bit this with Wildstorm. You know, Wildstorm did their chase cards glued to the top of every single box. And I think there's 9 of those boxes available. So here we go. So this is the Dark Dominion card. I got to figure out how to... It's lenticular for sure. And this looks a little bit dirty. But this is the... you do this to see something. Remove the lens from the other side of the card, peeling it away. Okay, so it's just a lenticular... sheet, and the lenticular sheet will reveal something. So that's cool. Empty box. Yeah, let's just get into some of this. I don't know too much about the story. I can't comment on the story, but we're going to look for some bonus cards. Let's get the box right here. And look, I know you don't have to tell me. I know that this is not good for content because nobody is out there trying to mine everything Defiant Comics. But I am, because I think everything they did was just beyond solid. And part of like, look, I don't have the full info. I know there's been some modern day interviews with Jim Shooter, who like that is just really cool. Like this is good. This is kind of what I would call like good classic artwork. Okay, it's classic meaning the artwork is supposed to send a message, tell a story, and get the job done. It's almost like get the job done artwork. Skewer. I really do like these character drawings. So. Yeah, let's bring stories into another light. Throughout the years, I thought about the best way to replicate something like this. Like, how do we get... And everyone seems to... I've had so many conversations, too, with other creators that wanted to do, like, trading card sets. And, I mean, no offense to anyone, but there's been some naive... positions I've seen of what that was going to take. And trading cards, it's not just the packs, but it's the logistics of pretty much handling, I would say comfortably 120 to maybe like 90 different cards. Okay. You really want your trading card set to be about 120. Some of the great epic sets that we've done were in the 130s, like those Spawn Wildstorms. I think that's at 155. But so the quality of these cards, it's thin. I would say like maybe 16 point. These are 16 point double UV coated, and I think here we go. How cool is this? Created by Jim Shooter. Series and characters developed by Jim Shooter and Steve Ditko. I mean, come on, Steve Ditko over here. We'll see if we can find the other credit because I am interested in who did the art for this. Very well, still could be Ditko. Look at Mule. Look how cool of a card that is. Who did the Mule artwork? Real name unknown. Wow, 146. So again, high count. But this is also too. I think this is important because this is a little bit of that definition of one. It's like one-upsmanship. Everyone is trying to get their nut from the comic book boom. Everyone, it's not just that too. It's also like the long-term vision of some of these properties. A lot of these people that put up the money for these companies and these properties wanted to create the next Captain America, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four. J. James. So J. James is our artist. So this is developed by Ditko, not art by Ditko. And that's what the 90s was all about. So what we got was a quick escalation in like bonus cards, like what you would call your chase cards, quick escalation in chase cards. And then every single box became a guarantee, like you at least got one guaranteed set. Once you got one guaranteed set, you got multiple levels of chase cards. So you had odds. And that was almost the end. Like it's once everything written by Jim Shooter, drawn by Steve Ditko. So there it is. So we do have Steve Ditko art here, people. How amazing is that? One of the greats, like to the end. And what made Ditko great is in his later years, I really would say that few people were as clean and readable as Ditko in their later years. And I think that's a little bit of where the 90s boom came from, where there was this rejection of things looking too clean, like a little too normal, a little bit too safe. And that's where like the Image guys came from. The Image guys wanted to challenge that status quo to the level of industry disruption. So we're good. Salvage here. So like, look, we have a lot of characters, which is cool. So maybe this Dark Dominion guy too runs a like paranormal investigation type business. But yeah, so a lot of the money investment was to make multimedia properties. And it really wasn't about selling comics. Selling comics was just the vehicle to see what these ideas were. And people say, oh, like incubation system, like testing ground and these things. Hey, so, like some of that's true. But it really is about like, can we engineer the next Mickey Mouse? Can we engineer the next this? And realistically speaking, like from this era, I think the biggest thing to come out of this era was The Crow, not Spawn. I think artistically, as a property, The Crow was way more satisfactory and impactful than Spawn ever was. And I'm not afraid diminishing Spawn, but to me, Spawn's only popular today because there's literally nothing else. So we're getting some repeat cards here, which is fine. I might just rush and complete the binder for this just to see, just to have an idea of what I have to do to complete the set if the set's not here. And plus, if we pull some decent bonus cards, which we haven't yet, I may try and get a couple other boxes. And high five for these cards not sticking together, because we've had that problem before. Here we go. I hope everyone is having a fantastic Monday. We're also doing Monday Night Draw and Claw later. And what I have to do for that is I need to get some of my custom comic pages going for that, because we're going to be doing comic book production work for sure. We're still building up and into Dark Hero, Uzi Suzy, and Trial by Fire. All of those. I have big layouts coming. And then I will be back on deadline very soon. None So Blind. So that's like the splash page. I like the idea of, like, look at this boy. Look at Diesel over here, you motherfucker. I do appreciate the idea of taking every character from a comic and making them, a character, making them significant enough to garner attention, garner their own profile card. Because essentially, when that's a little bit of this connection you have when you read a comic, on a invisible, cognizant level, every single character you connect with when you read a comic. So here we go. We got Muriel. Look at the background though. Look how cool her setting is. Again, complete artwork, as in you get the job done. Like that is what you're doing. But this is great, dude. I've longed wanted one of these. Yeah, like I always wanted to complete the set. Warriors of Plasma and Dark Dominion. Look at Moray here. Look at that. It's like a giant worm coming out of a sewer. Peaches. Very cool, very cool. I mean, I think right now it would be more work for a modern artist to replicate this exact style. I really do. I think this style is already kind of, it's forgotten. Boo Peep. Like this style is so passe to the point that it's become harder to understand why it's important. We haven't got one bonus card yet, people. I want to say with my Warriors of Plasma box, I thought I got up to 4 bonus cards in that, and maybe one like die cut printed card. Not die cut. It was like pressed, like action foil. It might have been called action foil, but there was a football card series called Action Pack that had the. Oh, here we go. We got our first bonus card. I'm just going to jump right to it. Here we go. Look, this is 1 of 4. This is a sticker, maybe. Look, it's already peeling. It's already peeling. Michael and Charlemagne. Charlemagne later would become, might have been the final series, but great covers. But Charlemagne was a Defiant Comics title. So I think the Defiant Comics, we know about Dark Dominion, Warriors of Plasma, the good guys, Charlemagne, and I'm forgetting, I think I'm forgetting 2 to 3. But they were maybe a 6 or 7 title company. They reigned for a year, 0.5. Year 5. 1 year, 5 months. So how amazing is that? We're going to get only one bonus card. I can't get over that. How tragic. How tragic is that? Here we go. Last pack, everyone. So I do appreciate. Thanks for hanging out. Be on the lookout. I will post a completed binder. Anyone that needs doubles, let me know. All right. We'll trade them. I'll send them to you. We'll work it out. All right, people. I love you so much. Really appreciate this. I might just go back and buy another box anyway, because I got 2 binders. All right, people. Rock and roll. Until next time.